my fiance, he works third shift and Sophie's about ready to start school. And so I like to prep some things, not only for them to take to lunch or dinner, but then just to make it easier for myself, right? I mean, you get off work, you work all day, right? You work out during your lunch break, you work out afterwards, you clean your house, you do whatever you have to do. And then there's also dinner. And whatever I can possibly do to make dinner easier and healthier is a priority. And
welcome to Lead Like a Girl, where we are empowering everyday women through our stories. I'm your host, Jessica Smith, and I began this journey by sharing my life story. Now, I've joined forces with my longtime friends, Jamie and Corlin, to keep this party going. We met many years ago as young sales girls in our 20s, driven and quickly rising to the top of our industry. As the years went on, life happened, and we all found ourselves in new companies and completely different industries, still striving for success in it all. Career, family, faith, fun. Now, it wasn't easy, but we never stopped moving. Get ready for our real conversations, inspiring stories, and our big life lessons as we share it all. The good, the bad, and the funny. Welcome to Lead Like a Girl.
Hello. Thanks for joining us for another awesome episode of Lead Like a Girl.
You caught us mid-laugh again.
Yeah, we were adjusting our nipples. It's fine. Thank you everyone for listening to us. We love all the comments. We love all the feedback. Thanks for listening to Lead Like a Girl. Thanks for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thanks for jumping on our website. The merch is so fun. We have glasses. We have, or like, I don't even know what we call them. Are they called glasses or like little like tumblers? Maybe we have cool hats. We have t-shirts. Hi. There we go. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it right now. Thanks for all the support. Anyway, that's really the message. Thanks for all the support. Leadlikeagirllab.com. I am Jamie. I'm your host for today. These are my two besties, Jessica and Corlin. Hi guys. I haven't seen you for so long.
I know. It's been forever, minute.
I know.
What a good topic to talk about, not to spill the beans on the food situation, but you've been in a different country, Jessica.
I know. Tell us, please. Give us two major things that happened while you were gone. Please.
2 seconds. So I am not into as much as, what's that kid's name? Hayden. And
is that your kid? Your child? I'm sorry, your child's name?
So to preface this, that Jessica went to Japan.
I did.
On a whim with her husband and her child. And they just packed up and just left. Yeah. And so that's where she was at.
Yes. And so food in Japan, these guys love ramen, love sushi. That's very California of them, and just love all the Asian culture and the food and all of that stuff. So we had a really good time. For me, I'm an island girl. Just take me to the beach in the sand and I'm good. But it was a great experience. We took public transportation everywhere. The Japanese culture and the people, at least what I experienced, they were very serious. I got on the train and I was trying to talk to the person next to me like, "Hey girl," and they didn't do a lot of talking.
They were they weren't having that.
And I felt like and Will's like, "You're loud. They're looking at you. Why are you so loud?" And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do well here. I can't move here. So anyway, so it was a good time, good food, lots of ramen and sushi and all of that good stuff. So good. I'm glad we're going to talk about food because I gained 6 pounds on the trip, and
6 whole pounds.
Oh. Yeah. And I'm not happy about that. So help me out, Jamie.
I'll help you out. I gotta say, my daughter just got home 2 days ago from Hawaii. She was in Hawaii for 2 weeks. Nice. And she loved the island life, loved the beach. She got a tattoo, you guys.
Oh, that's a great place.
Which daughter are we talking about?
Sophia.
What?
I know. She's gonna be 18
that's
in a month.
Show.
I know. It's like
she's what?
She's gonna be 18 in a month.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not even 18.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So she just went to the island too, and she was talking about all the food. And...
Is this her first tattoo?
Oh yeah. Are you kidding?
Oh. Well,
my MO with all my kids have been like, stop putting holes in your body. Like, please stop piercing things. Like, no ears, no nose. Like, just don't put any more holes in your face. But anyway, she did get a tattoo, and I said yes. But I mean, it looks cute now, but 5 years ago, I was like, no. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so topic today, it's a little bit, I was going to call it fluffy because it's a little bit like less intense of some of the topics we've been talking about. But one of the things I would say is one of my skills is cooking and meal prep. And
yes,
it's with the beginning of the school year, and it's just so
where's
helpful.
My strawberry jam?
Girl,
did I miss that?
I have a salsa and a strawberry jam in a box for you right now, like literally next to me on my desk.
I'm sorry to throw it off. It just hit me.
You're good.
My bad.
No, I was just thinking like school year starting, and like this is something I'm doing, and it's just so helpful, and I think it would help not only me and my friends, my family, but people listening, like if they're just trying to figure out a way to save money and be more efficient and be healthier. So I'm going to ask you guys a couple of questions, and I have them on my phone because I have this written in so many different places on pieces of paper and everything else. So is there a certain meal that you've learned or been taught from a friend or family member that automatically brings you back to them, like the teaching them how to make it, or like a comfort food? Is there a certain like dish where you can think back and go, my so-and-so taught me how to make this, and this is how I make this food? What's your comfort food, or what's that?
I was going to say, I feel like those are two different questions. When I think of meal prepping and that tuna salad and growing up, it reminds me of being a kid because we had that all the time, and I find people make it differently. Mm-hmm. And so for us,
are you talking about a hot tuna or cold tuna?
Like a tuna salad?
There's hot tuna?
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's nasty.
No, my mom made the best tuna. No. There's a really
tuna
good
casserole. Yeah.
Wait, are you talking? Wait, the tuna that comes in the can?
Hot.
No, yes. You can't do
people
that.
Eat it, and it's so gross.
My mom made that.
So did my mom and my grandma.
Okay, Jessica,
okay,
tuna salad.
This must be a white people's dish then. Because
maybe it's a bohemian dish. I'm sorry, what?
I mean, just think, Jessica, it has hot tuna, cream of mushroom soup, probably some peas and some noodles.
Oh yeah,
but
wait. We make tuna. Wait, we make tuna, and when I say we make tuna salad like with noodles too, but we make it with macaroni noodles. We call it macaroni salad, but it's still cold because it has tuna in there. Tuna can't be hot. That's nasty.
This is okay. What happens when you grow up in the Midwest.
Well, in Chicago.
In Minnesota.
Okay, I was going to say, so this is how we make tuna salad.
Okay, tell me. And wait, who made it? Who taught you, or where did it come from?
My mom. My dad might have taught my mom. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I have to find out. Because it might be a lot of things. My dad grew up in the South, and he taught my mom, because my mom made a lot of Mexican food, but he taught my mom how to make like beans, neck bones, cornbread, that kind of like soul food. So I don't know.
Did you say for the people in the back, neck bones?
Yes, girl.
That is not some white people food, for the record.
She said beans, neck bones, cornbread.
Right. You just slid that one in there like it's just
worry,
like
I'm not eating any chitlins or pickles. Just neck bones, beans and neck bones.
She's grossed out about hot tuna, but she's cooking neck bones.
Yeah, I will make you some good neck bones. Seriously, falling off.
That is not happening. I do not want to eat your neck bones.
You never had beans and neck bones? Seriously?
No. Is beans and neck bones a dish? What are you talking about?
Okay, you know what? We've been friends too long for this to be a conversation at this point in this
Beans
thing.
and neck
This
bones?
is derailing really quickly.
It is.
I'm
Okay,
sorry
let's get back.
about
Let's-
this
let's
subject
get
matter at
Snorted,
hand.
I'm not editing that out for the record.
Oh boy, guys.
Okay. So,
Jessica,
okay, I'm going to bring it back. No, we're not going to
bring it back in.
Okay, right. So the tuna recipe that my mom and or dad taught us is tuna mayo, and
Why are we still talking about tuna?
because I didn't tell the recipe. Boiled eggs, onions, and sweet relish, and that's it.
That sounds like good tuna salad. No, I could.
It
I
is,
could,
and some
I'm
people
about
don't
that.
do the boiled eggs, and that's absolutely must have the boiled eggs. Oh, and a little bit of mustard. But the reason I love this is because I can make a big bowl of it and eat it all week, and it's something that every day it only tastes better and better. So
Okay, do we?
That's mine.
Wait, do you eat it with like a fork, or you put it on a cracker, or you just?
Well, sometimes when I was on my weight loss journey, I would have it with like romaine lettuce, or I would just put it.
Make a
with
lettuce
couple
wrap,
of-
like a
Yeah.
boat. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now when I wasn't on that, then it would be on a sandwich with bread, but that's not how I eat it now.
Okay, I can get behind that one.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
the
you
So
next piece.
talking about meal prep, I just had this situation because I was traveling for work a week ago, and I caught wind that Grayson had said, my son had said, he'd asked to go out to dinner, and I'm like, no, we're not gonna go out to dinner. We're gonna make food. I'm gonna make food tonight. We're not gonna go out to dinner. And he's like, that's fine. You said you're going out of town, so we just go out to eat when you're out of town anyway. So
Mhm.
he was banking on me going
They
out
do.
of town because him and
Yep.
husband go out to dinner when I'm out of town. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
we're gonna show you, little one. So Sunday before I left, my flight leaves at 6:00 in the morning, an hour and a half away from our house. And at Sunday night, I'm sitting there making one of my favorite meal prep recipes is grandma's goulash, which I've shared this before.
Yes,
but
I love
it
that.
is my grandma's recipe of goulash. It's so easy, but it's literally 5 things. It's cremettes, elbow noodles, right? Specifically cremettes, specifically contadina tomato sauce, 5 cans, 1.5 pounds of hamburger, some onions, some celery,
Wait,
salt
when you
and
say
pepper.
hamburger, are you talking about ground beef?
Ground beef, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Minnesota, we call it hamburger, ground
Really?
hamburger. Yeah,
What?
Oh,
Jamie?
I never heard that.
Yes, it's hamburger.
hamburger.
Hamburger is a freaking burger.
It's
You confused me.
hamburger
I'm
is
like,
ground
you put
beef. It's the
burgers
same
in
thing.
there?
This is not just a meal prep conversation. This is cultural lines. But anyways, so made this giant pot of goulash and put it in the fridge. And I kid you not, I asked him when I got home, I'm like, what did you guys eat for dinner? And Grayson's like, goulash for 4 meals.
I love it.
And I'm gonna say mission accomplished. Check.
He's like goulash, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right?
I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's
so good. And
great.
it's the same thing as you, Jess. Like anything that's spaghetti-y, tomato saucy, it only gets better as it sits in the fridge.
Oh,
so it's
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it's
Jamie,
a
what
way-
about healthier options?
Well, I want to say one thing. This topic. So I meal prep every week. You guys know this, and for anyone listening, I propose the idea of this episode being like, look, the only thing I'm really good at is meal prep and cooking. So I'm just going to do a fluff episode about that. But my stepdad's 5-year anniversary of his passing away is in a couple of days. And he taught me so many cool things about cooking. And he had the most outrageous meals, ham hocks and sauerkraut and potatoes.
Oh, where is he from?
He's from North Dakota. He's from
okay.
almost Canada. So
Okay.
his dad was actually the cook on like cattle drives. So, you know,
Okay.
the guy, right? So he had some crazy recipes. But anyway, it just got me thinking about that. Like, oh, what are those comfort food recipes? But also every week, you know, school starting, right? And my fiance now.
What?
My fiance.
Lead Like a Girl news just got released. Jamie got engaged.
Congratulations, my fiance. Before it was like My guy.
My guy,
Go
my
ahead.
boyfriend. Anyway, he works third shift, and Sophie's about ready to start school. And so I like to prep some things, not only for them to take to a lunch or dinner, whatever, but then just to make it easier for myself, right? I mean, you get off work, you work all day, right? You work out during your lunch break, you work out after work, you have your tasks, you clean
Some
your
of
house,
us.
you do whatever you have to do. And then there's also dinner. And whatever I can possibly do to make dinner easier and
Yeah.
healthier is a priority. And the other thing that got me into this subject was with my job, I do have to travel. And I had the task of doing a safety topic. And my safety topic was actually this topic.
Oh.
Instead of going out on the road all day and stopping at the gas station and buying a cheeseburger or buying, a hot dog or getting a huge soda or whatever for lunch, if you could just bring a little cooler and make yourself a salad or a sandwich or a few snacks or bring a water bottle or whatever, you're going to feel better. You're going to be healthier. It's actually safer because you're
Yeah.
going to be more
Overall.
alert. So there's so many reasons why to do this. And I've been doing it for a while. So the first thing is really saving time. I know it sounds like it takes a lot of time, but if you carve out 1 or 2 hours, let's say on a Sunday night or a Saturday night or a Monday morning or a Monday afternoon or whatever, I have a recipe where I do 2 proteins, 3 or 4 vegetables, and 2 salads. That's it. I mean, you grill maybe 6 chicken thighs, you grill a pork loin, or you make hard-boiled eggs. That's 2 proteins. You make 3 or 4 vegetables. Let's say that's you roast some potatoes or some sweet potatoes. You grill some zucchini or some yellow squash. You saute some green beans. My favorite thing is succotash, which is lima beans, corn, red onions, peppers, and tomatoes all mixed together with some Cajun seasonings and a little bit of butter.
I'm going to need you to send that in an email.
Yes. Great side dish. And some of these things you can buy. You can buy a bag of like organic sauteed vegetables. Of course you can. But if you have 3 or 4 vegetables like put together, and then I always do a couple of salads. So I do a Greek salad, which is chickpeas because you've got your protein in there, cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, red onions, Kalamata olives, feta cheese, Corlin. You love feta
I love
cheese.
the feta.
Yeah.
It makes everything better.
Yes. And then like Italian seasonings, maybe a little lemon juice. And then maybe you throw together a Caesar salad or something. It literally only takes you a couple of hours. And you can prep all this on, like I said, a Sunday night. And then when it comes to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe this isn't the whole week, but maybe it's the first 4 days. You can throw together, a pasta dish, and you can put some meat in there and you can put some vegetables in there. And then not only are you saving time in the evening for putting together these dinners, but you're also saving so much money. Can you imagine? Okay, Corlin, you just said this. When you're out of town, they go out to dinner. How much do you think they spend on dinner?
So much, because I'm not analyzing their food choices.
Yeah. No, same here. I know I'm going to be going on next week.
I mean, it's at least $50 for the 2 of them because they both get one of everything.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Right. So there's that. And then just thinking about the time and just like how much it takes to if you think about having to grill some chicken and grill some vegetables and put together a salad and put together pasta, that's like an hour in itself. If you have this already done and all you have to do is throw it in one pot, that's saving you some time. How about this? How about eating healthier? How much sodium and fat and everything else is included in the meals that you eat when you go out to eat versus you cook it at home?
Yeah. Well, there's the reason why there. And for those women out there that are our age, this is important to start thinking about this shit now and we're already late in the game if we are just thinking about it now.
I want to say I had a friend of mine recommend this cookbook, and I didn't grab the author's name, but the name of the cookbook is called Cook Once, Eat All Week. And I love this cookbook because it's all about meal prep, but it's smart meal prep. Kind of like what you did, what you're saying, Jamie, is like the premise of this cookbook was like, nobody wants to eat a TV dinner, right? Like you don't
Yeah.
want to like prep a meal on Sunday and eat those leftovers on Thursday. And you don't want to eat the same thing every single day. So
Yeah.
what
You get sick of it. Yeah.
yeah. And so this how this cookbook is set up, it's 52 weeks and it has one protein, like a starch, and then a vegetable. And you do all of your prep work on Sunday, but then you set yourself up so you can have 20-minute meals 3 times a week for the rest of the week. So you pre-cook all your protein and you pre-portion it out. So you might like your protein for the week might be like a rotisserie chicken, or it might be a steak, and then you cut that up. But then 1 week you're doing like maybe you're doing Philly cheese sandwiches on Monday, and then you take that same steak and now it's going to be a spaghetti dinner, and then the next one is going to be like a bowl. But it's different versions of the same, but it's different seasonings and everything. But you can still have your home cooked meal, but all the hard, long, arduous prep is done in one day on Sunday. And then you just, it's like you're cooking on a cooking show. You just little bit of steak, little bit of onion, that's all pre-portioned out. And you're like, voila, look at me. I'm Rachel Ray. Good for me.
Exactly. No, you're exactly right. And I think the other aspect of this like topic that got into my head was I've told you guys when my stepdad passed away, my mom and I started a cooking business, and we really just did that. We just made like a homemade meal, and people loved it because it was still homemade, but they didn't have to make it. They could just warm it up. And I think like what you're saying, Corlin, is like, it doesn't have to be, the same thing all the time. And there was another question I wanted to ask. How do you ensure variety and avoid meal prep fatigue? We just like, don't make the same thing. How do you get away from making, the same thing over and over and over? How would you guys say that? Like what, so if you're, I'm sorry, first, do either one of you guys meal prep?
No, as far the closest I get to it, for me, I decided long ago that if I'm going to cook, and my family has gotten smaller as we've gotten people out of our house, but I try to make things where we're going to at least eat it for 2 days. And they don't like leftovers in my house, but I don't care. It's like you're gonna eat it, because if I'm cooking, I would prefer to cook for enough to have leftovers for tomorrow, because I just don't have it. I literally hate cooking. Let's just say that first of all. Literally hate it. It's like torture.
We should live together.
Right? I know how to cook. I cook well, but there are some people like yourself that you love it, you enjoy it, it's
my stress
therapeutic, all
relief.
those things.
Yeah.
Exactly. Me, it actually stresses me out. And I can't even, when I say, hey, give me some ideas. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. Okay, do you have a taste for anything? I don't know. So to me, it's like stress, because I have to figure out what we're going to eat, go to the grocery store and get what we're going to eat, make it, clean up the mess after we eat. It's like a whole thing.
Okay,
it's
so
not fun.
If you went to the store and let's say you got like a rotisserie chicken and you just pulled it and you had pulled chicken in the fridge, and then you had, let's say you could buy this. You don't have to do it yourself. I mean, you could buy like a bunch of cut up vegetables, and you could buy tortillas or something, and you just be like, guys, we're having fajitas tonight. Cook it.
Yeah.
Here it is. It's done.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
Which I'm not saying you have to do it yourself. I'm just saying, like, if you prep it, or if you have it like set there in the fridge, it's so much easier for you to go dip, 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 dip. Let's just make it. I mean, I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. Would you do that?
No, and I used to, but unfortunately, it was only when I was on my weight loss journey, I would cook exactly what, like Corlin said, I would cook a bunch of chicken breasts for the whole week. Now I would cook, like, make the vegetables and different starch and different things, but the heavy lift is really the protein. So I would make that stuff. I would make salmon and put it in the refrigerator. I did all of that. But once I got away from, okay, maybe I'm at my goal weight or whatever, then it became less important. But for all those other reasons now that you said that, because it is the big stressor. And I don't know what this next job is going to look like, but I know one thing, these foods are going to have to figure out something, because I am not going to be like, especially if it requires travel, like it's going to be harder. So I got to figure out and start thinking about this.
Well, like the other topic I wanted to talk about with this was actually trying to reduce stress. And it sounds sounds like this stresses you out more. So maybe there's another option, which would
no,
be
I'm saying it won't, because having to think about what I'm going to make every day is stressful. So I think if I was meal prepping, or at least taking the heavy lift and making the protein for the week, that would be less to have to worry about, because I already know we're having chicken because that's what's there. Now I just need to get the sides.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I just the other thing is like the convenience factor of it. I consider, because at the end of the day, I mean, you guys know, I just bought a new property. I have so much work to do outside. So it's like I get off work, I'm outside, I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to do all these things. I'm like, I don't want to, this sounds ridiculous, but I don't want to drive 15 minutes to town to go to the grocery store. Like, I just want to figure out what's in my freezer.
That's not ridiculous.
Like,
Right.
And by the way,
who signed us up to be the all eat leader of all foods? And you know what I mean? It's like,
hear ye.
right.
The other challenge that I'll throw in the mix, though, even with our household, it's my husband works late 2 nights a week. My son's in sports. I work one late night a week. I actually record a podcast late one night a week. And so the thing is, from my youth, it was really important for my mom, for all of us, to have a sit down dinner. So at 5, 6 o'clock every night, we sat down and we had a meal that had a protein, a starch, and 2 vegetables. It was a very traditional family dinner. And I always wanted to have that, but our schedules were so different. And my husband worked in youth ministry for a long time. And so that was lots of nights and weekends. And so I had to find this happy medium of like, okay, maybe it's not 7 nights a week sit down dinner, but the nights that we are home, I want to be able to have good food, but I also don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
And so trying to rely on the resources that we have and being able to find the best. So I think that, to answer your question way back at the beginning, is do I meal prep? It goes in waves, I feel, but dinner prep is more important to me. Like, I feel like on the go, like I'll have a protein shake, I'll grab a salad or something like that during the day. Grayson eats school lunch most of the time or whatever, but that dinner situation is having things in the fridge or the freezer that I can cook fast and not feel like we're always eating something on the go is important to me. So I've actually relied a lot on this amazing trend that's happening in the grocery store where they have sections of deli, pre-prepped, like meat with sauce, and then then I'll make quinoa, or it's like it'll be chopped up steak, and I'll grab that. And so at least I'm like cooking the thing in the moment, but a lot of the prep, and you end up paying for it, but I feel like it's a happy medium. Or they're like pre-packaged marinades where you'll add it to the chicken and it's just a completely different flavor. So I've really leaned on some of those things that are pitched as like prep help. But
I was thinking,
not feel like I'm starting from scratch.
Yeah, no, I was asking. I was wondering about that with like meal kits too. Sometimes you can buy like the meal kits where it's like you've got
like HelloFresh or something like that.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, where you can get like a meal kit.
I need to not be so cheap, because I'm so cheap. I look at those prices and I'm like, oh,
it is.
No,
and you do repay.
It's pricey.
If you were going to go to the grocery store and buy a container of pre-cut carrots, it's like, oh my gosh, you are kidding me. And then
all you did is cut the damn carrot.
But are you going to cut the damn carrots? That's the question.
Correct. And if you're not going to, and if per 2 episodes ago where you said you had a donut for dinner.
Me. But I cook for them. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. But I think like if you can like figure out a way, and like just to wrap it up, I guess, I mean, if you can figure out a way to make whatever your story is work for you. Again, mine is cooking a couple of proteins on Sunday night, cooking 3 or 4 like family size portions of vegetables. Again, I'll saute green beans. I'll do that succotash recipe, which I will send to you, Jessica. I will roast potatoes or sweet potatoes. I'll make a couple of different Mediterranean salad with chickpeas, and I'll do a Caesar salad or whatever. I'll like have, it's not, don't get me wrong, this is not every meal for the whole week. This is maybe.
We should have a meal prep club.
You know, the other thing I'll throw in just as a side is that sometimes it's planning out your meals that you're having, but I'll also throw out. I was sitting in a conversation just a couple of days ago, and my girlfriends at work were raving about an air fryer. I don't own one, but they were like, "Oh
Really?
yeah,
I can't
I
do
throw
it.
this in the air fryer. I throw this in the air fryer," and I just thought, am I missing out? And maybe that's something our listeners can comment on is
Yeah.
like, do you have an air fryer or do you not? Like, how do you,
Yes.
and everybody that was in that conversation besides me was like, this is the greatest thing to have.
Well, do you like
Yeah,
fried
that
things?
surprises me.
Do you eat
that
fried
don't
things
have
a
one.
lot?
An air fryer?
Do you
no,
do you
we
eat
don't, but
fried
I feel like we
things?
probably would.
Well, then you
but if
probably
it's like-
wouldn't use it in air. Like I don't
Well,
use one
I take
ever.
that back. I disagree because I fry things a lot, and I still fry things a lot. That's not what I use the air fryer for. I use the air fryer more for things that I might have put in the oven or the microwave.
Oh,
and
Yeah,
I think it's
that's what they
faster
were
and better.
saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had
They were
one
saying,
and I
like,
used
the-
it
like,
like one time in like 3 years. Like I've never.
And the
used
other
it.
thing that they were saying is that they have an air fryer because sometimes when their kids are at home, especially during the
Yes.
summertime,
easier for
they
kids.
feel it's a way more safe option than
Oh.
letting the kids just run rampant on the oven.
I
So
see
that's
that.
another tip too.
Mhm.
Like if you don't have an air fryer, but you have kids at home in the summer, give them some things that they can throw in the air fryer, and it's
Yeah.
way
Good point.
less
Very
of
good
a
point.
liability.
Yeah.
Yeah. And listen, get one from Costco Core because if you don't like it, you could just take it back because their return policy is.
Are we just plugging every single
We're just
thing?
like everything. What's the brand of air fryer that we're plugging? Who's going to sponsor us right now?
We need to get paid for this. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I'm selling
my
Costco
gosh.
memberships everywhere I go. Enough is enough. They got to pay me a commission. I need to negotiate
Well,
that.
girly, I have no Costco near me because I live in the middle of nowhere. So,
Oh, damn.
thanks for
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
I live
guys-
in civilization, and we also don't have a Costco.
Shh. Oh, what? You know what? I refuse to live anywhere there is no Costco. I will not.
I do
Oh
have a
my
Target
gosh.
though.
Did you just compare Target to Costco? No, no, no. Costco. Matter of fact, we got to go to Costco this weekend.
Oh,
no,
gosh.
m-
All right,
me and
girls.
Will both love Costco.
Okay,
This
so
was a great conversation.
meal prep, guys. So I know this was a little bit off of what we normally talk about in terms of, negotiating
But it's
salary
needed.
and all the things. But this is helping. This is the beginning of the school year. This will help. If you do one thing that we talked about, I think it will help you. It will make your life a little bit easier. It will reduce some stress. It will reduce some money. It will
Reduce some
absolutely
calories.
Reduce some calories. I hope you take something. What do you guys have? What are your takeaways?
I'm going to start back. I mean, this wasn't new to me. I just, like Corlin was saying, I just been off. So this is just a reminder of why I did it. And I need to get back to that. And especially now since, I'm in the middle of a major life change. So I think that would be really helpful. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. My takeaway is that like I said, I think I'm not alone in the fact that as a mom, but as a parent, as a member of our household, that I like to cook, and I like to eat. Like maybe not like to cook as much, but I do like to eat good, healthy meals, and it takes work. But I think that spreading the work out through the week and taking your advice, Jamie, of just blocking off some time on Sunday night or Saturday, whatever it works, and maybe doing some of the heavy lifting for the proteins and setting yourself up for the rest of the week gives you the best of both worlds, that you can come in, throw some meals together, have a good, healthy meal cooked, and not stress out about it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything.
And
we
my
can-
mommy is back. So I'm going to ask her to do some meal prepping too.
Well, and anything, I mean, I know a lot of kids eat lunch at school. My daughter doesn't. She takes a lunch, but it's anything we can do to give them healthy snacks too, like,
Yeah.
And it's not that hard. Like Jessica, you talked about the carrots, but it's like throw a few carrots and a little dollop of ranch in there. You know what I mean? In a baggie. Like I think the kids can appreciate like having.
I'm going to do that tomorrow and see. I'm going to take a video of Hayden's face when he sees it. I'm going to put it in his bag.
You
and
can
I'm
blame
gonna
it
take a
on
video
me.
for you.
Well,
He
thanks you
does this
guys.
thing with his eyes.
I know this was kind of one of those topics that like I said, I'm like, this is the only thing I'm good at. But
No,
which
it's
is
not.
false also.
Right. But it's one of the things that you love to do that you're good at.
It's my stress relief, and I appreciate you guys listening and talking to me about it. I would love to hear comments and honestly, I'd love to hear recipes on anybody who has some meal prep recipes. I will share mine if you're interested. Again, we're on YouTube, Lead Like a Girl Lab. We're on, we have a website, leadlikeagirllab.com. We're on all the social medias, Facebook, everything. We love your comments, and thank you for listening.
Till next time. Bye.
See you next week.